Alright, Loyalty family, where we spell loyalty as an L-Y-L-T. We are officially back. I know this is a late upload, so if you're about to go to sleep, hey, just go to sleep, come back in the AM and watch it. If you're watching this tonight, good night to you. Or not good night, but welcome. You guys get what I'm saying. Anyways, make sure you guys pay attention to the community tab on the channel because I ask you guys a lot of questions there, and with the polls we decide what we do on this channel sometimes. So we're going to do a video for each position. I wanted to start out at left field because that's the one position that does not have a blue. And if you don't know what a blue is, it means a diamond. I might also do a double upload since today is the 20th, so I might do a headliners pack opening video later on today, which is based, you guys get what I'm saying. Anyways, let's go ahead and start this off. So Tommy Pham, let's look at his numbers, his 3-year averages, but for strikeout percentage and walk percentage, we're going to be looking at what he did last year. So last year he had a career low in strikeout percentage. It was 18.8%, which explains his vision being a 57, and then his walk percentage was a 12.4%. He has a 91 discipline. Now looking at his 3-year averages versus left, his average is a 313, which explains why his contact versus left is so high. His slugging versus left is a 493. Not too sure why it's a 64, because when you look at his numbers against right-handed hitters, his average is a 274, makes sense for it to be a 72, and then his slugging versus right is a 469, so it doesn't make sense that his slugging versus right is much lower than his slugging versus left in his 3-year averages, and they are the same in terms of attributes. In terms of being a 64, he should definitely have a higher power versus left attribute. It should be at least, I would say, a 74. So if there's any room for improvement for Tommy Pham to maybe go diamond, which I will say I do not believe he's going to go diamond this year unless he has a power surge, I would say make sure you pay attention to his slugging versus right, because that has the biggest room for improvement. And if he's hitting home runs against left-handers, they will bump him up a little bit, but his defense is solid, his speed is solid, so that will definitely help him out as well. Let's go on to Joey Gallo now. Now let's look at Joey Gallo. So Joey Gallo, MLB average strikeout rate last year was 23%, walk rate was 8.5%. He struck out at a 38.4%, which was 15.4% higher than the league average. He walked at a 17.5%, which was 9% higher than the league average. That was also a career high number for him. Now his splits, they're actually weird because as a left-handed hitter, you expect him to be better against right-handed pitching, but he's actually better against left-handed pitching. So versus left-handers, average was 243, slugged 568. Versus right-handers, 207 was his average. He slugged 519. Now you're looking at those numbers and you're saying to yourself, well, if he slugged, I want to say 49 points lower versus right-handers than he did left-handers, why is there only a 2-point differential in his power versus left and power versus right? And the truth is, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, because Tommy Pham, he slugged 493 against left-handers, and his power versus left is a 64. But Joey Gallo, who slugged 519 against right-handers, has it at a 102. Like, that does not add up. And I'm looking at the 3-year averages just in case you guys are wondering. So definitely Tommy Pham should have higher power numbers, and he should definitely be a higher overall than what he currently is. But I think they do it on purpose because they want the guys to go from gold to diamond. That way you actually have a good community market, I would say. But that's what we're looking at when it comes to Joey Gallo. Do I believe he can go diamond this year? I'd want to say that no, it's not possible. I just do not see him dropping that strikeout percentage or having a very high average. So his defense is amazing. His power numbers don't really have room for improvement. His contact numbers do, but I don't see him really improving it. So for him to actually go ahead and go blue, he's going to have to hit for average, and those power numbers might tank a little bit. You never know, but we're going to have to see when the season starts off. And let's go on now to Juan Soto, who to me was the biggest surprise. Now, since I've been playing Diamond Dynasty, MLB The Show always did a roster update after the playoffs based on the performances players had in the playoffs, they would receive upgrades. So I expected Juan Soto to actually go blue last year because he had a very good playoff performance throughout the entire playoffs. But that didn't happen. So I said to myself, Juan Soto is 100% going to start off as a diamond. That only makes sense. I mean, the guy is a complete stud. And it turns out that didn't happen either. So let's look at his numbers compared to the MLB averages. So K percentage, 20%. That's 3% under the league average. Walk percentage, 16.4%. He is well above the league average, above it by 7.9%. Now let's look at his average and then slugging against both left and right. So his average against left, hitting 283, slugging 481. That explains the 78, and that explains the 67. Keep in mind, still has a higher power attribute than Tommy Pham, who has higher numbers than him against left-handers when it comes to power. Now, versus right-handers, 288, slugging 558. Power makes sense against right-handers. Should it be higher? Arguably. When you look at Joey Gallo, who slugs 568 against left-handers and then slugs 519 against right-handers, and both of his attributes are above a 100, you have to say to yourself, well, Juan Soto, who nearly slugs the same against right-handers that Joey Gallo does against left-handers, should at least have it at 100 because he's only off by 10 points when it comes to slugging. Other than that, all his numbers look great. His power versus right definitely needs to be higher in my opinion. The vision, it's pretty good. At a 60, it's not bad. Discipline, well-deserved. The only thing that really holds back Juan Soto when it comes to going diamond in left field is just the fielding. Just because he is not a great defender, that really hurts him. But to me, 100% going to go diamond this year. If he improves his fielding, without a doubt, going diamond. So if there is one guy you want to invest in so far, it is 100% Juan Soto. To me, I was very disappointed to see that he did not go blue. He deserved to start off at an 85 overall. I don't understand whether you have to boost off that arm accuracy up to the middle 60s, but they definitely should have added some power versus right and arm accuracy to start him off at an 85 overall. The man, Giancarlo Stanton. Now, I said it. I made a predictions video, I believe, for the American League and National League hitters, and I said I do not expect Giancarlo Stanton to start off as a blue. I knew he wasn't going to start off as a blue just because of the injury-riddled season he had last year. Now, when you look at his 3-year averages, he's actually been pretty good. Now, he's still in 2018, because those are the numbers I'm looking at when it comes to strikeout percentage and walk percentage, he was still well above the league average in terms of strikeouts. And then when it comes to discipline, he wasn't that much above it. So at the end of the day, he doesn't walk a ton, but he strikes out a ton when you look at his 2018 numbers, because his walk percentage was only 9.9. Now looking at his 3-year averages, counting 2017, 2018, and 2019 versus left-handers, his average was 317. He slugged 696. Versus right-handers, average 261. He slugged 527. So looking at those left-handed attributes, you have to say to yourself, 100% deserves 104 power versus left and 90 contact. Now, why is it 104 power versus left and not something like 115 or 118? I'm not sure, but that's what they have him at. And it's similar to Joey Gallo, but Joey Gallo, 568 as opposed to 696. They have the same power versus left. It really doesn't add up, but I digress. We look at the average versus right, 261, 527. He has a 41 contact versus right. To me, that's extremely low. I mean, for crying out loud, Joey Gallo has a 243 average against left-handers, and it's at a 67. So definitely his contact versus right was nerfed in order for him to go down to gold. And then his power versus right being a 527 at an 88, to me that's perfectly fine. But then I vouch once again for Tommy Pham. His numbers should be way higher. I think Giancarlo Stanton starting off as an 84 overall is definitely what he deserves. Does he have the ability to go diamond? I say 100%. If he has good numbers against right-handers in terms of average, he will 100% go diamond without a doubt in my mind. So definitely someone you want to keep an eye on. If he's selling for the low, you invest in him. If he's selling for the high, then you might not necessarily make a profit, but I do want to say I do believe at the end of the day he's going to be a good investment. Final one is JD Martinez. Let's head into him, or not into him, but let's get on him, or not. You know what? Let's just review JD Martinez. On the other hand, K percentage 21%. That was 2% underneath the MLB average last year. Walk percentage 11%. That was basically 2.5% higher than the MLB average. So 80 discipline, 55 vision. I say those numbers sound about right. His average versus left-handers was 373. He was slugging 778. So 109 power versus left, 109 contact versus left. I say you can definitely put his power versus left at least 115. I think they nerfed that 100% in order to bring him down to a gold. But if they would have given him like 115, then he would have still been a diamond. Now, looking at his average versus right-handers, he's hitting 296 as his 3-year average, which is really good. It's basically 300. And him getting an 82 contact versus right, I say you can give him 3 extra points there, put him at an 85. 571 slugging versus right. He definitely deserves to have higher than 88 power versus right if Giancarlo Stanton has 527 slugging versus right-handers, and he has an 88 as well, I believe. So 100%. JD Martinez, they nerfed both his power numbers on both sides, and definitely also nerfed by 3 points his contact versus right, I would say, in order to bring him down to gold. Do I believe JD Martinez has the possibility of going back to a diamond? If he has an excellent offensive year like he did 2 years ago, 100% of the way, but if he has an average year like he did last year, then I think 84 overall is where the line is ending for him at, basically, because he's 32. MLB The Show is probably predicting that he's going to start declining very soon, so that's why they have him starting off as a gold instead of a diamond. But that's basically all we have for the left fielders. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this. Make sure you guys stay tuned, because we're going to do a video for each position. You guys actually let me know in the comment section down below which position you guys want to do next. In the first comment, that's the position I'm going to do. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that like button, red subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on all social medias at Blademas, and I will catch you all on the next one. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out. That's what I meant to say.